Welcome, friends. How good of you to come. You sure took your sweet, sweet time. What's wrong? Lost your sense of urgency now that the countdown has stopped?
Screw off.
I've been looking forward to beating your ass.
You're going to pay for everything you've done.
You've hurt everyone here to some extent. Reset and Fairy in particular.
Melchior is a criminal of the highest order. He and Dantes have done much evil, and will likely go on to do more if we do not stop them in their tracks.
I bet the destruction of Cray was your handiwork too. Even if you yourself didn't pull the trigger, you drafted the plan personally. Tell me, am I wrong?
So you've been going through that reporter's belongings, Well, you almost hit the bullseye. I didn't merely draft the plan. I dotted the I's and crossed every T. Only I could have envisioned such a marvelously devious scheme. Much to my delight, that wonderful little village was a rare model of racial harmony as well. The boss was beside himself with joy when I told him of my plan. We had to deliver results to our investors, and we did so by wiping Cray off the map.
You evil piece of...
You know full well that those investors wouldn't have expected you to go so far.
Oh, they most certainly did not. In fact, they were terrified beyond belief. Their reactions were utterly priceless. Eau Claire's in particular was gold. You should have seen him. He went as white as a sheet, and his voice was quavering like a little girl. I can hardly believe the famous Beauty's blade is his offspring. She's rather lucky she doesn't take after...
Shut up. In my line of business, I deal with so-called bad people on the regular. I don't discriminate, as long as they've got some sense of right and wrong. I'm willing to take work from Hayway, Jaegers, thugs, and hell, even the society. My door's open to them all. Not you, though. You're a special kind of bad. You didn't just cross the line, you obliterated it. Then you and your boss continued on your merry way like nothing ever happened. I know the Oathbreaker is partly to blame for how you turned out since he abandoned you and all, but frankly, I don't give a single shit about that. All I care about now is sending your ass on a one-way trip to hell. I've heard enough of your goddamn voice. What do you say to a one-on-one brawl?
Huh?
You serious?
What an amusing proposition. I assume you're planning to rely on that Grendel of yours, no? But even with that tool at your disposal, defeating me alone is too great a task for an empty shell like you.
You son of a...
What does he mean by empty shell?
As I feared.
I may not be privy to the finer points of your relationship to the boss, but I stumbled upon a rather enlightening detail about that very subject. You were once held in one of the DG cult's lodges. Couple that with the knowledge that the boss was one of its high priests, and it's easy to imagine what exactly went down between you two.
He stabbed himself!
Wait! You aren't.
Oh, but I am. If you offer up your life within Pandemonium, you will be reborn as an undead.
This is eerily reminiscent of the Immortals and the Great Twilight.
So that is how Dante still lives.
Exactamundo!
What in the world are those markings?
It's like when I turned into the tyrant. No, this might be even worse.
Oh yes, I heard about that beast. If I'm not mistaken, it appeared in a similar manner 40 years ago. Though it would have been limited in what it could do, I have become one with pandemonium itself, so I can run wild to my heart's content. Now then, it is time for the event of the century, the prelude to the end of everything as we know it. Before the world is devoured by darkness, I'll enjoy a most wondrous feast. I'm going to dine on your blood.
He's about to attack!
You are not taking a bite out of me!
You bastard! Don't let him get the upper hand! We're gonna trounce this psycho! I'll take you on.
I guess this is where we say goodbye. All right. It's all you. Darkness, envelop my foes!
You'll be sorry!
Certain arcs look to be most effective.
Now this is fun!
I prowl in the night. There's nothing I can't swipe. Springcat at your service! I need some help, Bearguard!
Keep it up! It's working!
Activate the skill. Smash you into this.
A chance! Time for a new look.
Pressure him and move in!
Your turn.
Here goes!
Take this.
You're gone!
Got you.
You're screwed now!
You're wasting your time.
Time to close in.
Initiating skill.
Criminal! Phew! You know what to do, Anya!
Activating drive. There! Activating skill.
You really don't know when to quit. Watch and learn. This will spell your demise. Nothing you can do to stop this! See you in Gehenna.
Pressure him and move in!
Your turn.
Here goes!
Take this. Eat this.
You're joking! What's this? Don't tell me. The fun's over already.
Thank the goddess for that.
I trust you understand what happens when an undead has been vanquished?
Time for you to accept your fate.
Oh, but the party had only just gotten started. What a bummer. Oh well. The boss's plan will come to fruition all the same. He will make sure the whole world is engulfed in pandemonium. Or perhaps you will spread it in his place.
What a ridiculous notion. Van would never do such a thing.
Exactly. Whatever happens, we'll overcome this ordeal together.
Yep, just like we always have.
Damn, guys.
How boring. This is no fun at all. Well, whatever. There's no telling what the future has in store. I hope it involves all of you suffering the most gruesome deaths imaginable. I want you all to succumb to fear and despair.
And I want you to shut up and go to hell already. Oh, and before you do, let me ask you one thing real quick. We got a message from someone by the name of C. Was that you?
Oh,
I had nearly forgotten about that.
What on earth are you blathering about now? I didn't... Wait. See? I wonder...
What? You know something?
As if I'd tell you. I wouldn't want to spoil someone else's surprise, but I will say that it's not the boss. I'll let your imaginations run wild from there. Don't trouble your pretty little heads about it, though. After all, you'll be dead soon enough.
Creepy to the bitter end. Wouldn't shock me if he was only pretending to know the answer. You know, just to get a rise out of us.
You really think he would do that? Actually, that's a silly question. Of course he would.
It's very much in character for him.
Either way, we're gonna have to put a pin in the whole thing with C. Now that everyone's least favorite nutcase is down, all we gotta do is take out the mastermind. And once we've returned the city to normal, life will all go back to the way it was. We're almost at the finish line, gang. We just gotta make one last sprint to the end. I can see Mr. Prez sliding us a big, fat paycheck under the table after all's said and done. And that'll pay for all the sweets and sauna trips we could ever want.
My dude, please get some new interests. I'm begging you.
still, that sounds super fun. It does, and I'm sure Dad will compensate us. After all, he did say we can consider this a job from him.
We're due a proper celebration when this comes to an end.
Agreed. I suggest we go all out, and aim to make our gathering the other day look modest by comparison.
Yeah, sounds like the perfect time to crack open some cold ones.
Oh, I didn't take you for a beer drinker. All the ones I know are old men.
I mean, we can all get some wine and champagne together.
But I'm a minor.
All right, time for the final stretch. We've got a Genesis to claim and a Dante's to thresh.
Right.
Hell yeah! Let's rock!
Time. Here goes. Great.
A gift from above,
Nice.
perhaps.
That went great.
You're a true professional, then.
Watch. That one's big.
You're around the crowd, aren't you?
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Show them what you're really capable of.
Give me your worst. Got a whole slew of them. Nice. That went great.
May you continue to persevere, Van.
Get ready. This enemy's tough.
And
Deploying shards. Time. Payback time. You'll pay for that. Time for the... Huh, looks like a chest. Nice. That went great.
nice going, Van.
What in the world?
A vast amount of spiritual energy is converging around that point.
I believe it's safe to say that beyond there lies the heart of the tower.
Looks like we can rest here.
That hits the spot.
That looks like our final destination.
The Genesis is reacting. That must mean the 7th is near.
Guess it's the end of the road then.
Isn't that the song from Tingo's recording? That's right. It's called La Aracianes. It was a popular song during the revolution a century ago.
I believe they once considered making it the official national anthem of Calvard.
Yeah, but they decided against it. They went with Swear on the White Cloves instead.
It is a song about the fall of the nobility and the rise of the people. In theory, an ideal fit for the freshly minted revolutionary government. Alas, there was a hint of a lingering fondness for the old kingdom in the lyrics. And they couldn't change them because the song was too well known at that point. So they went with a different tune.
We didn't come here for a history lesson, you prick.
Perhaps not, but I welcome you all the same, Arkride. And I will extend my warmest greetings to your employees and your concierge. It's good to see you as well, Roaring Lion.
I have cast that name aside. You would do well to forget it.
The past is a matter of great import on this particular occasion, so I'm afraid I can't do that. And I can't forget yours either, Agnes Gramhar. You may hide under a false name, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Right. That would be your real name, wouldn't it?
Guess I never really thought about it before.
Yes, I've been using my mother's maiden name ever since my father took up office. It's what our protection service recommended 2 years ago. I've just gotten used to it at this point.
I was caught off guard by your father's intervention in this affair, though I shouldn't have been surprised. He has always been a man of action. He's quick to conduct blackmail and other self-serving political decisions. That's part of why I believed there was room for negotiation between us, but that ship has sailed.
I'm sorry, what?
The President of the Republic would never cut a deal with a man who wiped out an entire village.
Especially when it's his people. My father wouldn't stoop to your level.
I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. I've heard rumors that he entered into an agreement with the Society. But let's put that aside. I shouldn't be driving a wedge between you and your father. Your relationship with him is fractured enough as it is. So we can leave it at that. Though I am curious as to how he merged the Epstein bloodline with his own.
Actually, he didn't really. Her grandmother was adopted, so she's not a blood relative of Epstein. You really like getting under people's skin, don't you, Dantes? Actually, what do we even call you now? Don Dantes? His Highness Prince Dantes? Or High Priest Dantes of the DG cult? While we're at it, let me ask you something else. Back in Aracion, it didn't seem like you knew for sure that I was your target. But that's changed now, hasn't it? Have you been waiting for me specifically all this time? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like all of this pandemonium nonsense was just a ploy to draw me in.
What? Really?
Your arrogance truly astounds me, boy. Bringing you here was merely one part of my grand scheme, not the focal point. My primary goal is, and always was, to create and spread pandemonium throughout the world. My ambitions lie beyond the ruined kingdom and the fallen cult. Even Armada was simply a means to an end. The day I stole this power from you, my very reason for being changed forever. I will expose the true form of this nation, as well as this continent. A world hinged on lies. And I will do so by taking the form of ultimate fear.
You're gonna do what now? Wait! Hold up.
What did you mean by the day I stole this power from you?
You saying you took something of Van's? What for?
No way. Is that what turned the capital into pandemonium? With the Genesis as its conduit?
Precisely. It all began 11 years ago, when I received a curious report from one of our lodges. They captured a boy who was born with a demonic element, and they were attempting to extract it by any means necessary. The members of the DG cult were out of their minds. Not that I'm in a position to judge, of course. But to them, no idea was taboo. Anything was fair game as long as it furthered their goal to reject the existence of the goddess. Nevertheless, the vast majority of their misbegotten schemes came up empty, but on occasion, they would happen upon a gold mine. And their crowning achievement was finding the diabolic core that resided in the boy. That core possessed unspeakable power. It had no place within this realm of existence. It was a forbidden fruit that was ripe for the taking. So naturally, I seized it. I told them to hand it over, and they couldn't very well refuse the request of Calvardian royalty and their high priest. Before that day, I had no dreams nor ambitions to speak of. I led a hollow existence. But the moment I laid eyes on that core, I instantly came alive. I was drawn to its radiant beauty, and I was sucked in by its blackened splendor. I welcomed it into my body, and then I was reborn. Eventually, the cult came under fire by the Society, and then it was nearly annihilated by a large-scale operation led by a famous bracer. But I avoided the fate that befell the cult. I escaped using my newly acquired demonic power. After that, I began my life anew in the Mafia. I deceived Armada's witless leader with ease and put him to the sword. Then I gathered minions who would do my bidding, including Melchior, who hailed from the group that was birthed by my former abode.
Van. I had no idea those lost 7 years were filled with so much trauma.
You had a diabolic core inside you? What even is that?
You knew about this all along, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I assisted with the operation that eradicated the cult. During the mission, I chanced upon Van, who had miraculously survived, yet lost the will to live. I then treated his physical and mental wounds. 4 years later, our paths crossed once more, while he was wandering aimlessly after dropping out of school.
Bet you regret bumping into me after all the trouble I caused you from that point on.
You went through all that too, Van?
Huh? Too?
Sorry for not coming clean about this sooner, Catra. You ain't like me, though. You picked yourself back up and started a new life. You've even got a family, and a nice one at that.
You're right. I've got the Professor, Essie, and Yang, who have all helped me get back on my feet. And there are others in the Institute, Artisanal District, and Fern whose shoulders I can lean on. I have many people whom I treasure dearly. But isn't that the same for you? You have many loved ones in your life who will support you however they can.
Yeah. I'm thankful for all the people who have stuck by my side. And I should thank you for the long-winded exposition, Dantes. Say, have you ever considered a career in film? You'd make a half-decent narrator. You're letting those badass vocal cords go to waste. Why don't you ditch this Mafia gig and shoot for a big debut on the big screen? I'll even set you up with Gotti. Who knows? Maybe you'll land yourself a starring role in a sexy romance flick with Judith.
Oh, hell no!
Ridiculous. I can never return to an ordinary life in this world, nor do I have any desire to. All I want is for this meaningless chapter of existence to draw to a close. And I will write its end myself. Come forth, Apeiron!
the hell is that?
That sword is covered in ominous miasma.
It's those glyphs again!
So you've become an undead too?
That can only mean one thing. You definitely perished that day in the palace.
Indeed. And of course, this is not the Empire's curse at work. In order to unleash the full breadth of the Diabolic Core's power, I had to cast aside the shackles of mortality. So I put my plan into motion. First, I burned Cray to the ground, so that I could set the stage for the game in Oracion. That village made for the perfect sacrificial lamb. And like a lamb to the slaughter, you, Arkride, the owner of this core, heard my call, followed me into the city, and plunged your sword into my chest. Thanks to you, I have been reborn as an undead, and now I wield the power to use the Genesis to unfurl pandemonium throughout the land.
How could you? People's lives aren't just toys for you to play around with! You killed all those people and crushed their hopes and dreams for such a stupid, selfish reason?
I thought Melchior was the lowest of the low. But clearly I was wrong!
I'm sorry, Dantes.
What?
I'm guessing you weren't always quite this twisted. You lived a life bound by your birth, and after that, you were forced to rely on a cult of lunatics who you wanted nothing to do with. Then your luck went up in smoke, because you met me. The core inside me changed you forever. What happened to Cray, Dingo, and those who died in Oracion, and even Pandemonium itself, all comes back to one troublesome punk.
Van, that's not...
That's bullshit and you know it.
This isn't your fault, Van.
The world does not revolve around you, Van Arkride. I have walked this path of my own free will, and every choice I've made has been mine, and mine alone. How dare you imply otherwise? I will not stand to be pitied by the likes of you. Once you finally breathe your last, the final factor will be unleashed. And then the diabolic core that dwells within me will become whole and return to its true form. At long last, you will finally be mine, empty husk.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
The crap that's coming out of your mouth is as dumb as your hair, asshole!
We cannot and will not overlook what you are saying about Mr. Arkride.
You take those words back! I won't stand for you calling Van an empty husk. He's a wonderful human being. And he's someone who is dear to us all.
Now that I know you're beyond saving, I can take comfort in finishing you off one last time. And I'm not just doing that to get my core back. It's a spriggan's job to take out power-hungry bastards when no one else can!
How amusing! I look forward to seeing you try!
Give me your worst.
Time to bring an end to this charade. The heat.
Initiating skill.
Come at me!
I shall handle this. Activating Your turn, Van.
Time for a new look.
Keep it up! It's working!
Pressure him and move in.
If you could!
Got you! You're screwed now!
Can't you do better than that?
Activating skill.
Darkness.
Something's trying to attack.
Something comes this way!
Don't take your eye off me if you could!
That's more like it. It's nearly time.
Is he resonating with Mr. Arkride?
So that is the diabolic core.
Looks like my theory proved true. The core will soon be made whole once again. Though I'm afraid my curiosity is getting the better of me. I think I will perform an early test run.
A malevolent god.
Just like the tyrant. No, this thing's on a whole other level.
What is this?
Yeah, it's overwhelming is what it is.
Not bad. Not bad at all. If this is merely a taste of the power I will soon wield, I cannot wait to see what I can do once the core is whole. Even the Society's strongest enforcer will be nothing more than an ant at my feet.
Van!
Are you gonna call on the Grendel?
But Mara's not here to assist.
Oh, I don't think she's gone anywhere. She's probably just slacking off and taking a nap. Get your ass out of bed, Mare Bear! Stop being a lazy bum and do your damn job!
You didn't have to make such a racket. And for the last stinking time, stop calling me Mare Bear! Mare!
She woke up.
What are you talking about? I was awake this whole time. So, that's what you're up against. You've come a long way.
Still can't remember who you really are, but I do know the role you've always fulfilled. So like I said earlier, I need you to do your damn job.
Sure, I can do that. But is that really what you want?
Yeah. It's exactly what I want.
Wait a moment. What are you doing?
Did you say roll? What does that mean?
Well then, Van. Will you wake from your dream? Or not? Just what is she saying?
I will. I'll wake up.
Van, no! You can't!
These fragile chains guide me to this realm, where I am now made manifest. I am both the nightmare and the beast that devours it!
So pretty. Van, no.
I see. It all makes sense now. Admittedly, I cannot tell whether this is resonance or gnosis at work, but either way, I'm quite surprised.
So that's what kind of drug that was. Interesting. Well, whatever. It's about time we wrap this up. I'm kind of curious to see which of us befits it the most. How about we go toe-to-toe and find out?
Very well. Have it your way. I will gladly devour both you and your restraints. You have sealed your fate, Van Arkride.
Nah, you sealed yours when you stole my shit. And I'm about to take it back!
Feel the true extent of my power! Darkness! Consume everything!
It's our turn now. Van, at full boost! Don't hold back, Van!
Pressure him and move in!
Keep it up! Working!
You're gone! Here goes! Take this! Got you! You're screwed now!
Think you can take me, do you?
Boost gauge limiter removed!
Pressure him and move in!
There, guard! Keep it up! It's working!
Worship me! Bow before me! It's all over!
We'll take that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Van!
Pressure him and move in!
Got you!
Take this!
You don't know when to give up, do you, Arkride?
Boost gauge limiter removed!
Worship me! Bow before me! It's all over!
You'll be sorry!
Certain arcs look to be most effective.
Time to close in!
Ha! You know what to do, Anya!
Boost level maximum.
Take him out!
It'll heal!
Boost gauge
shall
limit
handle
raised.
this. Take this!
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
Something else this way! You're gone!
Boost gauge limiter removed!
But how?
Did we do it?
No, not yet!
Man,
Thank goodness. It's finally over.
I was so close. Now that I have been parted from that monstrosity, I finally understand just how abominable it truly is.
I'll bet. No human should ever have this thing. But I'm not gonna apologize to you ever again.
Rightfully so. I have always acted in accordance to my own way of living, just as you do. You may have won this fight, but my ultimate desire will still be realized by your hands.
What?
Oh no. I already know for a fact that Gehenna does not exist. But I'll still leave you with these parting words. I will be watching you from its depths, Van Arkride. It won't be long until you become a living embodiment of fear itself.
Wait a second. What did he mean?
Van! Throw that damn thing away! Now!
Too late. I've got no choice but to return it to where it belongs.
It vanished?
No. It simply returned to Mr. Arkride.
Sorry to spring this on you, Agnes, but I'm not going to be able to finish your request. Though I doubt you'll need me, With all of you on the case, you'll find the last Genesis in no time. Just to be safe, though, I did draw up a list of places I think it might be. Hope that'll help.
Van, wait!
Blue Demon Lord?
That's one of the 5 who leads the 77 Devils. Its name is Vagrant's Diaspora.
Well, guess it's time for me to bounce. I'll leave the rest to you guys. Oh, and could someone do me a solid? Tell Elaine I'm sorry I can't buy her those drinks, like I promised. Take care of them for me, Master Barkhorn. I'm counting on you.
You damn son of a bitch!
No, don't go! What just happened?
I'd like to know the same thing.
Wait, is that?
Mr. President? How long have you been there?
My apologies. This was meant to be a surprise for you all. I hope everyone is enjoying the festival. As I said before, let us make this a celebration to remember.
Yes, sir, Mr. President!
We love you, President Gramhard! Glory to Calvard!
I'm sorry, but I will ask that you keep your distance from the President.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all okay. You really did it. I wish I could have been there with you all, but... Wait. He did it again, didn't he? That idiot. He left us behind.
No, he hasn't left us. Not yet.
What do you mean?
His hollow setting screen.
Are you thinking of...
It's no good. It's not reacting. Fine, I'll do this then. Mare, please wake up. We need you. Oh!
What's...
Stop yelling. I already told you that I'm awake. Mayor, you have to tell us where Van's gone. Please, we're begging you. If you're here, that has to mean he's close by, right?
What?
Really?
That does make sense, actually. Van is the only one capable of calling the mayor normally.
All this time, she has been watching over him for some unknown reason. No, perhaps it's more accurate to say she's monitoring him.
So if she's still active, that means...
Yes, that's correct. He's still here in this dimension. However, he has already made his choice. He has decided to free himself of his restraints, or the Grendel as you call it, and accept the power that is rightfully his. Now a world-devouring demon lord lingers inside him. He chose to seal it away within the void, and himself with it.
Bastard!
How could he do that?
Okay, it's a promise. But I want you all to remember that we ain't heroes of justice. There's no shame in turning tail if things go to shit. The fate of the world's important and all, but our lives are too. We ain't gonna throw them away. Know your limits, and don't worry about what's black or white. That's the Spriggan Creed, and we're gonna follow it like always. And once we've returned the city to normal, life will all go back to the way it was. And that'll pay for all the sweets and sauna trips we could ever want.
Every word that came out of his mouth was a lie.
This is a flagrant violation of our contract. I will not stand for it.
I'm gonna punch him so hard! He's in for the pummeling of the century!
Easy, everyone.
I had an inkling about what he was trying to do. I suspected that he harbored guilt about remaining in this world. In the distant past, 5 demon lords were added to the 72 devils that resided in Gehenna. And it was at this moment when the world was rewritten. At least that is what I and the church believe. Regardless, I can only imagine how he felt when he learned that he was one of those demon lords.
You mentioned that before.
You're making all this shit up. No way!
It's a closely guarded secret, even within the church, but its veracity can be proved. It accounts for the discrepancies between the records from before the Great Collapse, which are kept in the primal grounds, and after. The being that resides within Van is called the Vagrant Demon Lord. The Book of Ezra describes it as a being that is imbued with the power of black time.
One of the Dominions told us of that book.
So that's Van's story.
However, I did not know of his true desire, nor did I see the depths of his despair. No man is an island. Every human must rely on others, and Van is no exception. But I see now that I did not make him realize as much, and that is my greatest failing as his master. So, I implore you, Mayor, grant them the opportunity to confront my fool of a student, so they may voice their complaints to him directly.
You're overwhelming me! Stop it! Okay, I'll help. Even if I really shouldn't, considering I'm a... I'll at least give you a hint, though. Go to the place that he has the strongest emotional attachment to. You'll find him there. There isn't much time left before he's gone for good, so if you want to go after him, you'd better hurry.
You should go with him too.
Right.
can't find him anywhere.
But if he's not here, then where the hell could he be?
Aramis? No. After all that's happened, I'm sure...
Could he be on the rooftop, perhaps? I remember him talking up there during the party. Is he partial to that spot at all?
That must be it!
Let's go, Agnes.
Right. You can't leave us, Van. You can't! Don't you dare disappear on us!
You aren't getting away from me that easily.
It'll be okay. He's going to be fine, I'm sure.
Your friends are here to bring you home.
Just what I needed.
He really is up here. Thank you, Mare.
This must be a barrier that analyzes those who try to walk through it, and will only let people from Arkride Solutions pass. Aw, if I'd known this was going to happen, I'd have tried sneaking my way into a job too.
I'm so sorry, Elaine.
Don't worry about it. I'll leave this in your hands. Just give him a big smack for us, all right?
You got it!
Then let's do this!
What a peculiar space.
It's a terrifying sight to behold, and yet I feel warm just being here.
I've never been to this place before, but I'm feeling oddly nostalgic.
Yeah. So nostalgic that it hurts.
You've got to be kidding me. What are you idiots doing? You shouldn't be here. Thought I told you to take care of them, Master. Why'd you let them come to this place?
You will have plenty of time to berate me for it later.
You can't leave us, Van!
This can't be the only way to deal with that demon. I refuse to accept that.
Well, accept it. We're talking about a being that sees the entire world as its enemy. I felt its presence for so long. It's been with me since I was a kid. But I couldn't tell anyone about it. It was a secret I planned to take to the grave. can't destroy this thing, but I can seal it away in the boundary between here and the beyond. It'll at least keep it at bay for a few centuries. That's the best I can do to protect your futures. So leave me be. This is the choice that I've made. It's not a black or white decision. It's...
We're not going to leave you, Van! You may have chosen to come here of your own volition, but we've made a choice of our own. We're taking you back!
You know full well I'm not like the cops or bracers. I do things my own way. And that way isn't black, but it definitely ain't white either. Mine's like the color of a dark blue sky just before dawn.
I'm not going to become a wholly different person if I stay by your side. I'm very much my own woman, and that's not about to change.
Your way isn't black, white, or even gray. You said it's like the color of the dark blue sky just before dawn. But to me, it's like the dawn itself. It's a warm, comforting light that illuminates our way and breaks through the darkest nights. And I never want to part from that light again. We aren't going to let you go, no matter what.
You wanna up and leave us that bad, huh? Well, normally I'd say, that's your call, so long, my dude. But you've still got an outstanding debt, so I'm not letting you bail on me.
Yeah, I'll drag you back by the collar if I have to.
Let us help you, Van. You always stick your neck out for us, so why can't we return the favor? If we were in your shoes, you'd rush to our aid without a second thought. Don't deny it.
I'm afraid he's got you there, Mr. Arkride. I can easily picture that happening. If any of us were in danger, you would move heaven and earth itself to ensure our safety.
Once a softie, always a softie. Honestly, you should drop the whole I'm not good or bad thing. You're just a teensy bit too young for the weary warrior act, don't you think?
Everyone. Why?
You have actively forged many bonds throughout this year. I'm afraid this is simply karma at work. Don't think you can run away from them so easily, young man.
Master.
What's happening?
Damn it. This is way too soon. Get out of here now. It's going to...
Who has awoken me from my slumber? Was it you?
It's talking directly into my mind.
What in the world? What's going on here?
In this world, I am the being known as the Vagrant Demon Lord. I am connected to the one you call Van Arkride through a diabolic core.
The demon that's been residing within Mr. Arkride must have taken control.
But why? What happened to Van?
My foolish vessel rebelled against me. He sought to chain to the void. The endless passage of time holds little meaning to a being such as myself. However, such boundless arrogance cannot go unpunished.
Get out of here!
Yes! Will you kindly disappear already? We were talking to Van, not you! We don't care about you in the slightest! So get out of our sight and return Van to us at once!
The Genesees are reacting!
What's happening now?
I see. So you have their power at your disposal. That explains how that was able to bind me.
I think the Genesees are having an effect.
Yes, I can confirm that its strength has decreased.
Good. I think Van's body is still somewhere inside of it. We just need to weaken it a little more.
Just let me at it already. I'll rip it to shreds!
Our odds of victory have increased exponentially.
Many eons have passed since I last entered the realm of wolves. I will strike down all that stand in my way. Face the abyss, insignificant humans.
We'll show you who's insignificant!
Your first and last mistake is underestimating us humans!
Show me if your deeds can match your words.
Time to close in!
Let's party!
Activating skill.
Some of this!
Perfect chance! Blaze! Breathe onto us!
Not while I'm here. Activating skill.
Activating skill.
No chance!
Perfect chance!
Energy output at maximum.
Keep it up! It's working!
Let's party!
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line! You're finished! Ignis! Rampage!
Boost gauge limit broken.
I am the absolute.
I'll get them all at once!
Watch it! They're trying to attack!
Activating drive.
Activating skill.
Some of this!
Perfect chance!
I am the
Energy output at maximum.
Don't take your eye off the enemy!
Activating skill.
Give me that!
Boost gauge limit broken.
I am the absolute.
Activating skill.
Here I go. Energy output maximum.
Don't take your eye off the enemy!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit removed. Deploying shield.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill. Boost gauge limit broken.
A crack appeared.
Yes! Maybe Van can...
Insolent vessel! Dare oppose me!
out of here!
Van! Thank goodness.
Can you still fight?
Hell yeah, I'm in top form. Got a lot I want to say to y'all. But that can wait. We got a demon lord to slay. And I'm gonna need everyone's help to do it. Can you give me a hand?
Do you even have to ask?
Since we're so nice, we'll do it on the house.
Leave all your support needs to me.
Here, Van! Catch!
Thanks. Mare!
Well, look who's back. Just say the word and I'll do my thing.
Okay, let's do this!
I think it's time for the big bad demon lord to kiss its ass goodbye. What do you say, Van?
Yeah.
You truly are an angry festival. If you think you can escape me, you are sorely mistaken.
In some ways, that thing's an extension of myself. If you guys have got any pent-up anger toward me, then let it loose on that thing instead!
Will do! We won't allow you to hurt anyone else! Prepare to meet your end!
Regret the foolish choice you have made, Vessel. I am the favorite demon lord. That which brings ruin to this possible world. This is...
Damn it! A chance!
Certain arts seem to work better.
Time to go all out! There!
I owe you one.
Ben!
Time for a new look.
I'll back you up. Full boost. Don't hold back, Dan.
Time to go all out!
Take this.
Be gone! Got you! You're screwed now!
That's how you choose to be.
Boost speed limiter removed.
Are you alright? There! Aaron!
There!
Thank you!
Barry, now!
Please! Breathe onto us! I won't lose! I'll get them all at once!
Full boost. Don't hold back, Dan. Take this.
You're gone! Here goes! Take this! Got you! You're screwed now!
Boost speed limiter removed.
Flames protect us!
There! You got this, Anya!
Activating skill.
Here goes!
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill. Boost gauge limit
Take
broken.
that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Van!
Let's party!
All right, Van!
You're gone!
Boost gauge limiter removed!
Humans. This being, even in my weakest state, I should not have been bested.
Well, you were, so suck it up. No one likes a sore loser. Afraid I'm just not ready to give in to you yet. My body and soul are still mine, so do me a favor and scram.
Very well. I shall retreat for the time being. But remember this. You and I are one and the same, and we always will be. As long as you live, you will never know peace. You had best not forget that.
It's the diabolic core.
What? Don't touch that! We are not doing a repeat of last time.
Don't worry. I'm just putting this where it belongs.
You threw the damn thing?!
Is it finally over then?
Yeah. At least, it's over for now. How about we get out of here?
In the end, Van came back to us, safe and sound. That marked the beginning of a very busy 3 weeks that somehow flew by in an instant. We all did what we could to help Van deal with the aftermath of what had happened while making preparations of our own. Then, on the day that the second term at Aramis ended and my winter vacation began,
Well, guess this is it, huh? Cleanup after all that took longer than I expected, but glad I still had you all around to help out.
Don't even mention it. Juggling the work with my Sunday school exams was hard, but also really fun.
I still can't believe Almada made such a mess of the Orbital network. You know it's bad when it takes Professor Hamilton and the others half a month to repair it.
Figures, though. Turns out that one of Heiyue's elders was supporting Almada's plan. Explains why Sound Gian showed up here in Edith all of a sudden, though.
Wrenches in the gears aside, you all did great. Especially you, Reset. If Marduk hadn't loaned you over, I don't know what we would have done.
You're too kind. I'm grateful for the chance to assist you and learn from those experiences. That said, I wish we weren't left with so many lingering questions concerning Mare.
It's not like we learned nothing. But I'd say that's a problem for another day. By the way, why are you, of all people, taking a train?
Am I not allowed to use public transit? I'm the public too, you know. The expressways always get really busy this time of year, so trains are easier.
Hey, that's her, isn't it? It totally is. We shouldn't bug her while she's talking to people. We'll have to snag an autograph when she's done. Something tells me you're gonna be busy your whole trip.
Still, I'm really happy we could see you off.
Well, it's the least I could do.
As for you, Master, I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm easily your worst student, and I can't promise that this is the last time I'm gonna cause you trouble. But if nothing else, I think I've finally taken a step forward.
And for that, I'm glad. Always remember this, Van. One's journey through life proceeds down a path of endless possibilities. Your path belongs only to you. But that doesn't mean you must walk it alone. The paths of those around you will cross, intertwine, and run alongside your own. This is a fundamental truth of the world, so it does me proud to see you finally understand it.
Sorry for being such a slow learner.
Man. I believe it'd do us all well to remember those words.
No kidding.
It's the top of the hour and time for the 5 o'clock news. Normalcy has finally returned to the streets of Edith following the sudden chaos of this year's Revolution Festival.
Anyway, it's freezing out here and you've all got trains to catch, so it's about time we wrap this up. If you ever want to shoot me an orb mail, feel free. I'm not much of a writer though, so I may not get back to you. But really, it's been great working with you guys. I'm sure we'll all meet again someday, somewhere. Okay, what's with the looks?
About that? I just have a few credits to get out of the way in Basel. I'll be back before you know it.
What?
Me too. I've got an important role in the New Year's festival. And since my brother will be home for it too, I want to get in a little training before I return.
Hold on.
I want to be back in Longport for the anniversary of Mom's death. After I'm done dancing and partying it up through the Lunar New Year, I'll be right back here.
But I thought...
In truth, I am only planning to make a report concerning Almada's recent actions and undergo routine maintenance. If it's not a bother, I was hoping to renew our contract for the next term.
And I'm still renting that room in your building, so of course I'll be around. Not all the time, though. I'll be crazy busy once my next movie starts shooting early next year.
I plan to travel around and see my other students, so I will regrettably be away for some time. Speaking of crossing paths, is this not the perfect demonstration?
Yeah, you don't have to beat me over the head with it. And you! I'll bet you knew about this the whole damn time!
Sorry. Consider it your just desserts for lying to us earlier.
You got God, old fart.
Let this be a lesson to you.
So how are things looking for the school festival? All good?
All good. We managed to put together a basic plan. We'll leave preparations and putting together a proper budget for around the start of the new year. I'm not just going to lean on Ren for it all either. I'm going to give it my all. Oh, but I still plan to drop by the office at least once a week. If no one's around to keep you in check, Adios knows how questionable your diet could get.
Not like it'd be any different from before. Get me. Focus on your studies and the festival. At least we know we don't ever have to worry about Almada coming back. We've still got our fair share of unanswered questions. The Grendel, the Genesees. Not much we can do but wait and see what happens. I'll probably just handle some light gigs in the meantime.
But...
Hey, no worries. Okay, sure, that thing is still inside me, and I have no clue when it might resurface. And when that time comes, I might make the same choice all over again. But I know all too well that I've got a group of hardasses here who'd rather go through hell than leave me be. So I'll think long and hard on it next time. No lie. I swear.
Sounds awful suspicious to me. Though I might believe you if I'm allowed to help you twice a month at minimum.
I deserve that. Well, guess that's the best I can hope for. It's on the outskirts of the 10th district, yeah? We're about 10 minutes from there. Guessing it's a pretty big place?
No, not at all. It's just your average suburban detached home. We have a modest garden that Mom used to grow flowers and herbs in. She had quite the green thumb. Oh, and we've got our sweet little dog, too. His name's Alphonse, and he's a good boy. He mostly stays at our official residence these days. I haven't seen him in ages, so I've missed him very much. I'll have to introduce you to him. The two of them should be back home by now.
Actually, I wasn't planning to stay. I'm just gonna drop you off and... Wait, what do you mean by two of them? You aren't talking about your dad, are you?
Of course I am. He was up to the neck in work until just yesterday. But today is the start of his end-of-year vacation, so we're finally going to spend some time together. I believe he wants to have a talk with you. About your compensation and a few other things.
Oh, come on. There's no way he was serious about the pay. That place will be crawling with security. So, sorry, but I ain't gonna...
Don't worry about that. They only guard the outside of the house, so they'll leave us alone. Also, I've got a delicious Andalusia winter tart. Limited edition. You can share it with Dad. I'll brew your coffee while you chat away.
You gotta be shitting me. When the hell do you kids get so damn sly?